From the main operating screen, click on the New Entry button at the left. This new screen appears. There are 84 assessments recorded for this class already. We're now entering the data for the 85th. Type the name of the assessment. Today's date will come up by default, but you can change that date to something prior, such as January the 10th. What unit did it fit in? Well, in this case, unit number 3. What category? This is an application item. Click on Applications. The Type menu has 5 options on this screen. Given that this is a fairly mature lab, this is probably going to be a summative assessment, but you could classify it as formative diagnostic self or peer. If the weight equals out of option has been selected under Setup, this cell will appear. You can check it or uncheck it as you see fit. So if this assessment was out of 15 marks, the weight will automatically appear at 15. Now that the heading has been set up, you're ready to click Next. This is the data entry screen for this assessment. The top box contains some summary information, the title, category, and so on. Notice that right here, MarkBook predicts what fraction of the category and what fraction of the overall grade are going to be generated by this assessment. The average and median boxes at the right are blank because no student has data yet. In the Options column at the right side, there are several things that you can check on or off. The Display Level button will put a new table over at the lower left. I'll deal with that one in a few minutes. The Flood mark will put a common mark in for all students, and you can clear all marks using the button of that name. I recommend keeping the Enter button checked on. This enables fluid movement from one student to another. We're now ready to enter data for the students. Click in the Enter Mark cell. Suppose Samantha got 14. Type it in and push Enter on the keyboard. Notice that MarkBook puts the 14 in the column, converts that to a percent, and in my equivalency table, that's a level 4. Suppose the next student got 12.5. MarkBook will accept up to 1 decimal. Push Enter. Next student got 11. Enter. Next student got a 0. Push Enter. Notice what MarkBook inserts in the various columns at the center. If you wish to put in a remark for that student, you can pop down the Remark menu and select a term that might be appropriate. So absent, push Enter, and we now have a reason why the 0 is there. And you can continue entering marks. Suppose I'd mark this assessment using a rubric. In this case, instead of numeric data, I'd end up with levels. It's easy to enter the levels in MarkBook. Click the Display Level buttons at the right, and this table will appear, and its values are determined by the equivalency table under Setup. Suppose Danielle got a 2-, Cam got a 3, Bonnie got a 4+, Ken got a 0. I can still click the 0. I can still click the no mark. Suppose I defined and saved an ABC equivalence table inside MarkBook. Now I can enter my data by ABC. If Heidi got an A, click on the A. Next student C-. Next student B-. I can still enter a 0 and a no mark at any time. I can also enter a number at any time. Once you've entered data for the students, you may wish to look at the top box to get a summary. Of the 23 students, 2 were forgiven, that is, they got no marks, and 3 students got 0s. The class averaged 9.7 out of 15 for the 21 students who received a mark. That works out to 65% as an average and 73% as a median. Click Save to return to the main screen.